Stop scrolling. 70 degrees in Nebraska right now, while Buffalo sits at 20. Same country, same day. That's a 50-degree temperature split happening across America, and it's setting up something nobody expected. What's brewing for Valentine's Day weekend could impact 80 million people, and the models just shifted overnight. Drop your city in the comments right now, because I'm about to tell you exactly who needs to pay attention. I got a message from a viewer in Green Bay whose elderly father lost power 3 days ago. He's 82 years old, lives alone, and the repair crews still can't get to his neighborhood because of ice. She drove 4 hours through a snowstorm yesterday just to bring him a space heater and some hot food. And here's what got me. She said there are dozens of elderly folks on that street in the same situation. That's exactly why I do these forecasts. This isn't just numbers on a screen. This is real life. So keep that in mind as we go through this, because what's coming could put more people in that situation. A massive ice crack split across central Lake Erie just north of Cleveland. We're talking miles long. Lake Erie's ice coverage is at 95% right now, which is insanely high for this time of year. But these temperature swings are causing the ice to shift and crack. If you're near it, stay off. Okay, now here's the big picture, because this is where it gets really interesting. A massive weather pattern flip is happening right now, and I mean right now as I'm recording this. A powerful ridge is building across the central U.S., pumping historically warm air northward. We're talking 40 degrees above average in Iowa, Kansas, and Oklahoma. That's borderline unprecedented. As this warm air pushes east, it's going to collide with cold air retreating from the northeast. And that collision zone, that's exactly where monster storms love to form. Multiple storms are expected along that boundary as we head toward mid-February. But wait, there's one storm signal that's really got my attention, and it's for Valentine's Day weekend. The models are showing a developing low pressure that could bring a classic split impact setup. Severe weather and tornadoes possible on the warm side, heavy snow on the cold side. Everything depends on where that boundary sets up. 40 miles changes the entire forecast. Now let me break down what the overnight models are showing, because there's been a major shift. I pulled up the Euro at 5 a.m. and compared it to the GFS. They're not even close to agreeing. The Euro has low pressure racing north by Saturday morning, way faster than yesterday's runs. By Saturday midday, we're looking at a 999 millibar low with moisture streaming in from the Gulf. Here's the thing though, there isn't much cold air in place, so this could be mainly rain and storms. Saturday evening could bring overlapping severe weather conditions across the Mid-South region. But check this out, just 2 runs ago, models showed snow as far south as Georgia. Now it's showing low pressure cutting into West Virginia instead. Totally different scenario. The GFS disagrees completely. It has the storm tracking further south and developing later. That would mean less severe weather threat, but potentially more snow for the Mid-Atlantic. This is why I'm telling you, check back tomorrow, because this could flip dramatically overnight. All right, city by city breakdown time. Let's start where the action is happening right now. Upper Midwest and Great Lakes, you guys are getting hammered today, so listen up. Green Bay, Wisconsin, snow from midday on, 2 to 3 inches, high of 26 and low of 15. This is where that viewer's father is without power. If you're nearby, check on your neighbors. Madison getting snow by evening, 1 to 2 inches, high of 30. Roads are going to get slick fast. Milwaukee looking at rain-snow mix under an inch, high of 34, right on that freezing line. Minnesota is brutal today. Minneapolis at 28 and 19, St. Paul at 28 and 19, intermittent snow. Rochester, Minnesota, cloudy with light snow, about an inch, high of only 27. Fargo, North Dakota, absolutely brutal at 18 and 5, with snow flurries. Stay inside if you can. Sioux Falls at 26 and 14 with scattered snow, about an inch expected throughout the day. Quick question. If you're in the upper Midwest right now, how are the roads looking in your area? Drop a ground report in the comments, because that real-time info helps everyone else prepare. Michigan folks, Grand Rapids getting rain turn into snow tonight, about an inch, high of 36. Lansing, mostly cloudy with cold drizzle at 37. And Toledo staying dry but cloudy at 39. Des Moines, okay, here's something crazy. Freezing rain transitioning to snow today. But by Wednesday, you could be pushing near 70 degrees. A 40-degree swing in 48 hours. That thin ice layer is making roads dangerous right now, so please take it slow out there. Cedar Rapids, gray and overcast with cold drizzle at 35. Nothing exciting, but stay alert. Okay, now let's talk about where it's absolutely gorgeous. And honestly, I'm jealous. The Great Plains are experiencing spring in February, and these numbers are going to blow your mind. Omaha breaking into sunshine at 48 degrees. That's nearly 20 degrees above normal for February. Lincoln looking beautiful at 50 with sunny skies. Kansas City absolutely gorgeous at 52. Wichita warm and sunny at 60 degrees, folks. That's what we usually see in late March. Oklahoma is living its best life. Tulsa at 64, Oklahoma City at 63, clear skies everywhere. But here's what you need to understand. This warm air is literally fuel for what's coming. When this moisture-rich warm air crashes into cold air later this week, that's when chaos happens. Texas is absolutely stunning right now. DFW Metroplex at 67 to 69 across the board. Plano, Irving, Garland, Arlington, all sunny, all gorgeous, all perfect outdoor weather. Lubbock at 68, Amarillo at 65, El Paso at 66. West Texas is chef's kiss right now. San Antonio at 68, Austin at 67, Houston at 66, basically paradise across the state. Corpus Christi at 72, Laredo at 78, that's borderline hot for February, incredible. Gulf Coast looking amazing, New Orleans at 64, Baton Rouge at 63, Mobile at 68, Little Rock at 62, Shreveport at 68. The South is thawed out and loving every minute. All right, hold up. Let's check on the Northeast because y'all have been freezing for days. And I got to be honest with you, it's still brutal out there, but relief is finally coming. Buffalo sitting at only 22 degrees with clouds all day. That lake effect chill is relentless. Rochester at 20, Syracuse at 19. These are frostbite temperatures if you're outside too long. Albany getting weak sunshine but still frigid at 24. Yonkers cold but sunny at 30. New Jersey locked in the cold. Newark at 32. Jersey City at 31. Patterson at 29. New England is tough right now. Worcester at 23. Springfield at 25. Providence at 28. Hartford at 27. New Haven at 29. At least you're getting some sunshine with your cold. Manchester, New Hampshire freezing at 22. Portland, Maine even worse at 20 and 5. But here's the good news, and this is big. Relief is coming faster than you think. By Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures should jump 20 to 30 degrees across the Northeast. Some of you could go from the 20s into the 50s within 48 hours. It's going to feel like a different season. But don't celebrate too hard because that dramatic warm-up is what loads the gun for the weekend. Before the warm-up, though, you're getting more snow, 3 to 6 inches for central and northern New England. Upstate New York and Buffalo area might pick up a couple inches tonight into Tuesday morning. Quick check-in for New England. You've already got a foot on the ground. How are you holding up? Now, the Mid-Atlantic, you guys are in that interesting transition zone between cold and warm. Pittsburgh, mostly cloudy at 34. Allentown, cold and sunny at 30. Wilmington at 36. Baltimore looking decent at 39 with hazy sunshine. Definitely better than up north. DC at 38, not terrible, and you're about to warm up significantly by midweek. Virginia is in the sweet spot. Richmond at 48, Norfolk at 51, Virginia Beach at 50. Chesapeake at 52 with mild sunshine. You guys are definitely winning compared to New England. Okay, the Southeast, this is where it gets really nice. And honestly, it looks like early spring. North Carolina is beautiful. Raleigh at 58, Durham at 57, Greensboro at 56, Charlotte at 58. Winston-Salem at 56, Fayetteville at 60, perfect weather across the entire state. South Carolina gorgeous, Columbia at 62, Charleston at 60, Greenville at 58. Georgia living its best life, Atlanta at 60, Augusta at 64, Columbus at 66, Savannah at 63. Alabama looking great. Huntsville at 60, Birmingham at 62, Mobile at 68 on the Gulf. Tennessee and Kentucky, Nashville at 61, Memphis at 61, Knoxville at 54, Louisville at 48. Jackson, Mississippi, sunny at 67. Cincinnati sitting on the cold edge at 40. Now Florida, okay, if you're in Florida right now, just know the rest of us are extremely jealous. You're back to normal after that insane cold snap. Remember when you hit 0 wind chill? Jacksonville, beautiful at 68. Tallahassee at 70. Sunshine State living up to its name. St. Petersburg, gorgeous at 72. Cape Coral at 76. Perfect beach weather. Fort Lauderdale, stunning at 77. Hialeah at 78. That's almost 60 degrees warmer than Buffalo. While y'all are at the beach, Buffalo was worried about frozen pipes. Let that sink in. All right, quick pivot to the Mountain West because you guys are getting snow and it matters. Montana is getting hit. Billings with 1 to 2 inches at 30. Missoula with 1 to 3 inches at 28. Wyoming is rough. Casper, gusty with blowing snow at 25. Cheyenne, cold and biting at 28. Idaho seeing a wintry mix. Boise at 39 with less than an inch. Meridian at 38 with about an inch. Salt Lake getting rain-snow mix in the valley at 38. Mountains are getting much more. Provo mostly cloudy at 36. Reno staying dry at 45. Not too bad across Nevada. Pacific Northwest is typical. Seattle at 48. Portland at 52. Tacoma at 48 with rain showers. Spokane at 42. Vancouver, Washington at 49. Damp but manageable across the region. But here's the big news for the West. An atmospheric river is coming this week. That's going to dump significant snow in the higher elevations. Great news for snowpack and skiers. The Rockies are finally getting moisture after weeks of basically nothing. It's about time. Now California and the Southwest, you guys are basically living in paradise right now. Bay Area looking nice. San Francisco at 60, Oakland at 61, San Jose at 63, Central Valley, gorgeous. Sacramento at 62, Fresno at 62, Bakersfield at 65, Stockton at 61. SoCal is absolutely perfect. Anaheim at 74, Long Beach at 72, Riverside at 76, Santa Ana at 75, Chula Vista at 69. Beach weather in February, must be nice. Arizona is chef's kiss. Phoenix at 72, Tucson at 76, Mesa at 72, Chandler at 73. Las Vegas at 62, Henderson at 68, Albuquerque at 58, Desert Southwest is perfect. If you're in California enjoying 75-degree weather, just know we all see you and we're jealous. All right, safety time. This is the part that matters more than any temperature I just gave you. For the upper Midwest and Great Lakes, dealing with snow and ice, give yourself extra time today. That Wisconsin-Michigan corridor is especially dangerous, with thin ice making roads slick. Keep an emergency kit in your car: blankets, water, flashlight, phone charger. Getting stranded in single-digit temps goes from inconvenient to dangerous real fast. For the Northeast, still in bitter cold, cover every inch of exposed skin if you go outside. Frostbite can set in within 10 minutes at these temps. That's medical fact, not exaggeration. Check on elderly neighbors and anyone living alone. Think about that viewer's father in Green Bay. A quick phone call or visit could literally make the difference for someone right now. Generators go outside, away from windows and doors. No exceptions ever. Carbon monoxide has no smell, no color, and it kills people every single winter. Okay, bottom line time. Here's exactly what you need to know for the next 10 days. 1. The heat wave in the plains backs off slightly Tuesday and Wednesday with a weak cold front. But temps warm right back up Thursday and Friday. This warmth isn't going anywhere yet. 2. The Northeast gets major relief by midweek, jumping 20 to 30 degrees in 48 hours. 3. A weekend storm is developing and the track is still very uncertain. Could be rain, could be snow, could be severe weather, depends entirely on where that boundary sets up. 4. The Rockies and West Coast finally getting significant moisture this week. That atmospheric river is great news for snowpack, water supply, and the ski season. 5, and this is the big one, after February 15th, another Arctic blast could return. The polar vortex is only temporarily locked up, and it's only a matter of time. The GFS is showing signals of a massive winter storm around February 15th to 18th. That's still a week out, so it will definitely evolve, but it's something I'm watching closely. For those wanting big snowfall this week, your best odds are Northeast, Rockies, or Pacific Northwest. The Central Plains and Southeast are staying warm with very low snow chances through the 18th. All right, before I go, I want to hear from you because your input shapes tomorrow's forecast. What region should I dive deeper on tomorrow? Drop your city or state in the comments. Are you done with winter or still hoping for one big snow before spring? Tell me what you're thinking. If you're in the potential impact zone for this weekend, worried or not worried? What cities am I missing? Drop a comment if your area wasn't covered. I read every single one. The community in these comments has been incredible, sharing real-time ground reports. That local intel helps me understand what the models miss and makes these forecasts better. If you're new, hit subscribe because this active pattern continues through February and into March. The Valentine's Day weekend storm could be one that people talk about for a long time. Be the person who's ready, not the one who got caught completely off guard. Think about your neighbors, especially the elderly. A quick check-in could save someone. We're all in this together, and looking out for each other is how we get through these wild patterns. Now here's the thing, the overnight models just started coming in as I'm finishing this. What they're showing for February 18th and beyond is something I haven't seen in a while. I'll break that down first thing tomorrow. You're going to want to see what's potentially brewing. Stay warm, stay safe, take care of yourselves and the people around you. I'll be watching the models like a hawk tonight, and if anything major shifts, you'll hear from me first. Take care, everybody. Stay blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.